So the full length for what we are doing for the cookie, the full length is, let me be writing it so you can understand very well. Full length, the full length is 24 cm. Mostly we are going to make use of cm in what we are doing most. So you try to get the middle of your drawing sheet. So this is 24 cm. This, so you rule. When you are drawing your cookie, make sure your line is faint. You are using a faint line, but me, I'm going to use a thick line so you can see it clearly. So this part is the starting point, and this part is the end point. This will be the head, and this will be the toe. So let's move. First, you measure 1 inch. That's for the head. 1 inch. You measure is 0.5 inch. That's for the neck. 0.5 inch. This ruler is not showing it very well. Let me use this for that. 0.5 inch. After that, we are using cm for the rest. Yeah, sorry. First, you measure 6 cm. 1, another 6 cm. This is the hip. Another 6 cm. This is the knee. Another 6 cm, and that will be the ankle. I will label it for you to see it. Starting point, the jaw, the shoulder, the hip, the nail, the ankle, and the toe. So here is the full length. Okay, so we are going to, what we are going to make use in all this thing most is, we are going to make use of this 0.5 first at the head part. We used to get the head boss. So we are going to use both cm at the shoulder, the hip, the ankle, and the nail. Sorry, the nail and the ankle. I'm sure you understand. So let's go. So yeah, it's 0.75. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, like that. Then you draw your head. The head part might be a little difficult for you. Just try and focus. Then you clean up this part. You clean it up. After that, you draw the neck and the shoulder. Sorry, before you draw the shoulder, you measure. First, 1.4. And 1.4, yeah, and 0.75. This is where the shoulder line will stop. 1.4, 0.75. So we drew the shoulder. I'm going to draw the shoulder now. Know why you're going to do it. Your hand is not equal. It's because I just sharpened this one, so it's doing no sense. Okay, just manage it like that. So from this shoulder, you connect it to the hip, middle of the hip. You connect it like so. Are you getting it? So here also at the hip line, you measure what you measure at the shoulder line. You measure 1.4 cm. Don't forget, we are making use of cm. We are not making use of inches, so please, cm, my people, cm. That's 0.5 and 0.5 and 1.4 cm. I hope you remember. Do you see that? From this hip end to the shoulder line, the middle part of the shoulder line, see the way I connect. You can, your own, when you are drawing it, make it faint. Make it a faint line. Make sure you make it a faint line. So we are moving to the new part now. Take note of this part very, very well. Don't do mistake. Here we are not making use of the 1.4 cm. Okay, we are only making use of the 0.75 cm. You can see the way I'm shouting the cm. I don't want you to go and use inches, so cm. Okay, are you guys seeing it? Then the ankle to 0.75 cm. 0.75 cm. Are you getting it? So we come back to the new part. Here we are going to flesh in and flesh out. Take note. The 0.75 cm divided into 2. This will give us what? Let's say we are using a 0. Let's just use a 0.4 in, a 0.4 out. 0.4 in, 0.4. I'm not saying 0.5 for 0.4 in, 0.4 out. 0.4 in, 0.4 then you connect this part. You see where this hip stop, this point, you connect it to this place like so, like so. Yeah, like so, like so. You see, it's bringing out the shape gradually. Then we move to the ankle. You are not going out from this ankle, you are only going in. Are you guys getting it? You are not going out, you are going in. So we only go in by 0.4 is 0.4. Then we connect. Before you connect, you do the nail part this way. You know our leg is not just straight. You know that nail part, it has some joints, so we just do it this way, just a little bit, should not be too much. So you start from there. I hope you can see. Before you draw the toe, you flesh out a little bit, the way we did in the nail parts. You flesh out, then you draw your toe. Maybe your toe wants to have shoe or anything. When we get to that part, we cross it. Let's just draw the toe. So the hand, just draw a straight line like this. It should not be too close to the hip, but make sure the line pass the hip down like this is okay. Then you go to this part also, same thing. You can even measure so you won't do mistake. What you did here, this is 1.5 inch. You can measure so you won't do mistake, so the hand will be equal. I'm just doing that because of you, the beginners. That's the perfect cookie. A perfect cookie. So now, should we move to the main cocoa? We are going to flesh out now. So when we are fleshing out, be very careful when fleshing out. We want to close the sharp point. We are closing the sharp point. You see this part? I'm making it thick because so you can see it. When you are drawing your own, it shouldn't be thick, because you are still going to draw your dress on it, because all these things we are still going to clean it. So for you to be able to clean it easily, that's why you should draw a faint line when drawing your own. So now we're going to clean this part. Are you seeing it? We are cleaning that part because we flesh this place out. Now we are going to the hip. So you come from here, you might bring out your hand, just bring out your hand a little bit, then you connect. You bring it out a little bit, then you connect. You clean the sharp one. You bring it out. A little bit. I hope you're seeing the shape. It's bringing out the shape now. It's bringing out the shape. We don't need this again. We don't need this. We don't need it. We don't need it. Let's clean it up. We don't need it. As you can see right now, it's giving a perfect croquis. So let's go to the hand part. Let's draw the hand. From this line, these two lines, just come down a little bit, a little bit. We want to get the bust part. Just do it like this. As you can see, it's showing us the armpits. That place is giving us the armpits. Did you get it? It's giving us the armpits. So now, sorry, hey, there was a joining here. This joining, this X joining. That's the waistline. I'm sorry, not to. The waistline. Here is the waistline. That point, the V shape, the two V shape met. That's the waistline. The two V shape where they met, where they joined together, that's the waistline. I'm sorry for not showing you guys earlier. That's the waistline. So at this point, just draw a big circle. It should not be too big. A big circle should not be too big. Then we want to draw the hand. Are you seeing it? This one. From this place, from the curve we made, from the down of the curve, just come this way. You know that place is giving us the armpit part. So we don't need this line anymore. We are cleaning it off. If you are drawing your own, draw a faint line. No, draw a faint line. I'm shouting. we connect like so, like so. So now we flesh out like we did in the knee part and the ankle part. You flesh out a little bit. You flesh out a little bit. That's the elbow. That's our elbow. So you measure what is here from the joint to this, from the shoulder to this joint. What is there? We have 3.5. Here also will be 3.5, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go. So what we just have to do now, at 3.5, that's what we are going to draw here. That measurement 3.5. Sorry, 3.5, right? We mark it. That's where we are going to draw our circle, the small circle for the wrist, for this part. Just draw a small circle like this. Like this. Are you getting it? That part is where our wrist will be. Yeah. So let's go. So now we don't need this anymore. We don't need it. You see, I've cleaned this circle. We don't need it. So right now, you flesh out also a little bit. From that part, just draw a V shape. It should not be too big and it should not be too small. Just draw a V shape. You see that line? You should trace that line and let the V to meet at that line. Are you seeing it? So right now, just take your time. Just do this part like this. We are still going to clean some more. Just like this. Go in a little bit, then come back like this. Then you clean this part. This sound is too big though. They had a jewelry. This too big. Just go in. Finish out. And you clean the. Then you clean the line that is not useful. So now, just try and use your pencil to flesh all this place out. To flesh it out to remove the sharp points. Hope you get it. You just use it to remove the sharp points. Just like that. You've drawn your cookie. Then you clean the rest. Clean this middle line. So this is the perfect cookie. As you can see, my own is showing paint. If I'm joining it on my own, I'm not teaching a class. I'm going to make it perfect, but I'm making the line stick so you guys can see it. So